And I'm back with the last match of the cup. This is the grand final of the Zerator Cup Edition 3. And we got the 4 players right now warming up on the server. And those 4 players are Carl Jr., Arel, Morris89, and the last player is Bren. And we have a warm-up round here before we go live. And as we are waiting, let's take a look at the prizes that these players are fighting for. First place will go home with 500 euro. Second place will get 250 euro. And third and fourth place will get 125 euro. And taking a look at the previous results, Carl Jr. is the current defending champion after winning the second edition earlier this year. Will he be able to defend his title here in the third cup? That is perhaps the main question as we bring it in game once again. And we see the first map will be One Min, one of the shorter tracks in this map pack. Carl Jr., who didn't really dominate his semi-final. He was pretty close to being eliminated, but had his favorite map being played at the end, which helped him a great deal. And that favorite map will be played in this grand final as well. Not the last map though, it will be the second to last map, I believe. But no one is really close to him on that map, so we'll see if he will take advantage of it. As we go live into the first round of this grand final, currently following Bren, who is from France, Arel also from France, Morris89 from Germany, and Carl Jr. from Canada. Carl Jr. got the world record on this track, will get the best start as well, with Bren at second, Arel at third, Morris89 at fourth place. See a different approach there from Carl Jr., going more to the left than the others. Bren though will catch up to him, then he clips the wall. So it looks like Carl Jr. will take this first round. Through the final checkpoint. Avoids hitting it, and then only got the ending left. Can afford safing it, which he will as well. Does not hit that ceiling. Morris will go for it, and almost able to catch up and pass Arel, but will take fourth, and then Bren will take second. And let me just remove these things as well, so that there's less lags. I really need to get a new computer. Anyways, live into the second round. Carl Jr. getting the 10 points, Bren with 6, Arel with 4, and Morris89 with 3 points. And we are playing to 100 now in this grand final. So it will be a bit of a longer match. And once again, Carl Jr. with a really good start, together with Bren, who also got a good time here. He's at second place. It looks like Carl Jr. maybe lost a bit of time there. He'll fall behind here, but not with too much. And Morris89 at third in front of Arel. Bad landing from Carl Jr., but able to recover and get through that small cut at the ramp. It looks like Bren will win this round. He can go for the safe approach, will not though. And then Carl Jr. misses the finish and falls out. Forced to respawn here, and he's gonna take last place instead. It's very risky to take that ceiling hit. A great time, by the way, by Bren. 49.62. Cannot ask for much better than that. So with that win, Bren now up in the lead with 16. Carl Jr. with 13. Morris89 with 9. And Arel with 8 points. Starting the third round. Ooh, landing bug from Carl Jr. But maybe still with the possibility to make a comeback here with a good second half. Also Arel goes for this wider line together with Carl Jr. Arel with a landing bug, and then Morris89 clips the wall, and all of a sudden Carl Jr. up to second place. Still behind Bren though, clips the wall then at the drop. Will anyone pass him? Yes, Morris89 and Arel both passing Carl Jr. And then Bren will take first by the looks of it. Morris89 will take second. And then looks like Carl Jr. was able to pass Arel in the end. So Bren with a great start to this grand final, up to 26 points. Carl Jr. with 17, Morris 89 with 15, and Arel with 11. Can Bren keep up this performance for the rest of the grand final and take the title? Wow. Very, very nice exit there from Bren. Morris 89 will crash, so will Arel. Only Carl Jr. able to challenge Bren, and right now he's in front. Bren making a blunder by the looks of it. Will go down to third place. Arel will pass him. And Carl Jr. now with a solid lead. Will catch up to Bren. Definitely will go for the safe strat here in the end. No need whatsoever to go for that ceiling hit. Looks like Bren will take second, Arel at third, and then Marius 89 at fourth place. And that will be the end of the first map. Bren with 32 points, Carl Jr. with 27, Marius 89 with 18, and Arel with 15 points. As we move on to the second map, ZRT Palm, which I haven't seen too often in this cup so far. I think this is only the second time it's played. One of the longest tracks, the world record is 2 minutes 13 hundredths by Funny Bear. As the players are doing a warm-up, let's take a look at the record. So we have Bren at second place here, 2 seconds behind Funny Bear's world record. Then we got Carl Jr. at 7th, 2:04. Arel is at 8th, 2:04.78. And then we have, or do we have Morris 89 in this local record? Yes, he's at 24th place, 2:09.98. So this doesn't seem like a map suited for Morris 89, but perhaps if he can stay consistent, he could still collect some points. Right now, this seems to be a battle between Bren and Carl Jr. for the win. And this part here, maybe the most random section of the track. It's very difficult to get consistent results. The aim here is to, of course, land on your wheels and get some speed as well while you're at it, but much easier said than done. Bren is trying to go for it here in the respawn. Finally will make it. And then we also got an engine shut-off, which Carl Jr. was at, but he will actually retire that round. Does not want to wait anymore, wants to continue this grand final as quickly as possible. And I do notice a bit of stuttering here when I'm recording this VOD, so sorry about that. And also sorry about the quality while I'm at it. I think it's high time for me to get a new computer. I also had a lot of difficulties at the start of this cast with a bunch of lag. So I will invest in some better equipments for the future. But this will have to do for now, as we are awaiting Morris 89 to finish this warm-up round. Maybe the player that needs this warm-up the most. But he's also gonna retire, and that means we will continue this grand final of Zerator Cup 3. First place will go home with 500 euro, second place 250 euro. And third and fourth will both get 125 euro. One map has been played, the second map will begin now. So we see some different approaches here in the start. Morris 89 will fall behind as a result. And then Arel will fall out of the track, so he will have to respawn to the start which will cost him a ton of time. Marius 89 is not really close to the top. Instead, it's Bren versus Carl Jr. once again. With a better landing for Carl Jr., so he's up to first place now. Switch to Bren instead at second in close pursuit. But instead we see Carl Jr. extending his lead. 87 hundredths in front of Bren in the next checkpoint. Coming up to the flip. That looks good for Carl Jr. And then for Bren, also looking good. So both players off to a good start. Marius 89 also with a good landing at third place. Right now this is Carl Jr.'s round to win. Hits the wall, I believe, but Bren is not there to take advantage of it. So Carl Jr. will keep his first place through the no engine block. Does it well. Ooh, landing bug though before the checkpoint, which will allow Bren and Marius 89 to catch up to him, but still, this should go Carl Jr.'s way unless something unexpected happens here in the end. Bren going for some big jumps here at the dirt part. Gets a bad landing. Marius 89 up to second, and Carl Jr. losing some ground here. Marius 89 definitely getting closer to him, but not close enough. Carl Jr. will win this round. And collecting 10 points, and Marius 89 just in front of Bren. And here's Arel at 4th place. And with that win, Carl Jr. up to first place at 37, 1 point in front of Bren. Marius 89 still keeping third with 24, in front of Arel with 6 points. Oh, and then Arel stumbling a bit down to 4th place, but at least avoids falling down from the track, so still with a realistic chance here to gather a bit more points. But once again, the trend continues with Bren and Carl Jr. Playing a bit better. Right now it's Bren in the lead. 51 hundredths in front of Carl Jr., who gets a really good uphill part. And in a very quick fashion up to first place. Still far from over though. Bren is just behind him. Here comes the flip. Ooh, no, that's not going to be good for Bren. And for Carl Jr., he will get a good landing. So now having the chance to win for the 2nd round in a row as he hits the pole. Somehow able to avoid landing on his back at least, but that's gonna cost him a lot. He's down to 3rd place, still in front of Bren. Marius 89 up in the lead now. And should have enough speed to reach the next checkpoint. And with a good chance to win this round. Bren seems to have respawned again. Might not be able to finish this round. And then we have Carl Jr. In front of Arel right now. But he doesn't go for that big jump that Arel and Bren also does. So he's down to 3rd again. It looks like Marius though will take this 1st place. And with that, we'll get a bit closer to the 2 in front of him. Arel also gaining a bit on them at 2nd place in this round. Oh, what happened? Arel will take 1st place instead from Marius 89. I have no clue what happened there. That looked like a round for Marius 89. He had such a huge lead. But maybe didn't have enough speed there in the end. So that's very unfortunate for him, but very fortunate for Arel, who will get some bonus points. He's gonna go up to 28. And Bren not able to finish that round. The timer ran out just before the finish for him. So he's gonna stay at 36 points. Carl Jr. up to 41. Maurice at 30, Aurel at 28. Once again, Maurice with the slowest start, this time a bit further behind than usual. And Aurel with a great start for once. And then Bren is at third right now. All three players opting to go for the underground part here. Not really much of a difference. Wow, what a risky jump from Bren. But it will pay off in a major way. He's in the lead now with half a second as a result. But then again, struggles here at this uphill. Once again, losing quite a lot of time. Both Carl Jr. and Aurel will pass him. And now he got the flip coming up as well, which he hasn't been too successful at, but that does look good. So he will be able to continue driving, and he's gonna go up in the lead as well, together with Aurel. Carl Jr. losing his first place. Let's switch to him. He's still ahead of Maurice 89, but this is a really close round. All four players performing well. As Carl Jr. will do a couple of nice small jumps here, which will put him at first place. Great entry as well at that chicane, so he is back up to first place. Bren at second. Gets the landing bug, which will allow Aurel to get a lot closer to him. This is still very close. Maurice 89 is only one a bit behind. Bren and Aurel goes for that big jump. Ooh, but a bad landing from Bren. And then Aurel hits the ring checkpoint. Carl Jr. also with a landing bug. And Bren comes back. No, he doesn't. He also got a landing bug. Landing bugs, landing bugs, landing bugs. Carl Jr. back up to first place, but then gets the landing bug again. And Bren is back. Bren is back up to first place. It looks like he will secure that. No, Carl Jr. comes back with more speed. I will take that round after all. What was that? It was an orgy of landing bugs in the end. It wouldn't stop. And finally Carl Jr. was able to secure first place, having slightly more speed than Bren in the end. Alright, so Carl Jr. now up to 51 points. Bren at 42, Maurice 89 at 33, and Aurel at 32 points. And this time a bad start for Maurice 89 and also for Carl Jr. Bren and Aurel advancing up to first and second. That time Carl Jr. will go for the surface instead. See how he gets the landing. Not the best landing, so won't advance up in the rankings. Still at third place, but let's see now. Usually does this part better. Not really this time though. Brennan for once keeping his first place. Carl Jr. losing a bit of ground. Alright, here's the flip. What's gonna happen this time? Carl Jr. with a good flip, and looks like both Bren and Aurel also got really good flips. Maurice 89 though, forced to respawn I think. And may have to respawn again here unless he gets really lucky. And he will. Back to the top. Looks like Aurel has lost his second place to Carl Jr. Brendo at first. Over 1 second in front. Wow! Risky trajectory from Carl Jr., but that's gonna give him a ton of speed. Still though, pretty far behind Bren. Around 2 seconds, so normally shouldn't be possible. But if Bren gets a couple of bad landings here, which he may get, could still be a chance for Carl Jr. to take it. But doesn't look like it. Bren is keeping it together and only got the ending remaining here. No landing bugs either in the end. And it looks like he will get these 10 points. Slow speed again, but this time no Carl Jr. in sight. And it looks like Aurel passed Carl Jr. in the end. Also a very good time from Bren, 2:02.47. Very close to his own personal best. Here's Maurice 89 also getting some points. And that is the last round of the second map, so we are moving on to the next one. Carl Jr. in the lead with 55, but Bren is giving him a really good challenge at 52 points at the moment. RL at 38, Maurice 89 at 36. Alright, looks like the next map is Smooth. Another rather difficult track. Especially the start can produce different results. Carl Jr. though seems to be doing the start pretty good consistently. I saw him here in the first round, I believe, and he did play pretty well on it, so might bode well for him. So once again, we'll have a warm-up round. Let's take a look at the local wreckage. Bren, again with a second place behind Funny Bear, 132.45. Then we have Aurel at 6th place, 133.63. Carl Jr. is at 9th, 133.79. And again, Maurice 89 with the slowest local record. He's at 23rd place with 137.09. So Maurice 89 not with the fastest times, but it's more his consistency that's brought him to this grand final. As we see Aurel going for that shortcut, which I don't think is that worth it, to be honest. It doesn't seem that much faster to me. And you can always get a landing bug as well in the drop, which means you would have to respawn. And then the ending, wow. Well, going for a flip. Which I wouldn't recommend either once we go live. I don't think he will go for it either. Again, points limit is 100 for this grand final, so no player will be able to reach that point limit on this map. Carl Jr. wins all 4 rounds though, he would be close. Alright, so let's continue this grand final. Third map coming up now. Carl Jr. in the lead, Bren at 2nd, and then a big gap down to Aurel and Maurice 89. Ooh, I think, yeah, Carl Jr. having to respawn in the start. Makes it in his 2nd attempt. Aurel has also respawned. Carl Jr. just barely making the jump. Aurel has respawned again. So he is dead last, and Bren has also dropped down a bit. Instead, it's Maurice 89 with already a big lead going through the loop. Actually, not that big. Bren is only 47 hundredths behind him through the half pipe. Looks to be a good landing for Maurice 89, also for Bren. Then Carl Jr. at 3rd place, pretty far behind. At this part, you can avoid having to respawn. Maurice 89 tried for it, but wasn't successful. And where did Bren go? Bren has respawned. Must have fallen down at the airships. So he's down to last place as a result. And that's gonna give Maurice 89 an even bigger lead. See how far ahead he is. Carl Jr. at 2nd. Still far away from that checkpoint. Now we'll cross it 5 seconds behind Maurice 89. This should go to him, since the ending isn't too difficult normally. So, huge gaps between the players in this round. As Maurice will safely land into the finish and take those 10 points. Carl Jr. at 2nd place, Aurel then at 3rd. Also with no problems in the end, and then Bren will take 4th place. So Maurice89 with some well-needed points, up to 3rd place now with 46, passing Arel at 42 now. Bren at 55, Carl Jr. at 61. Oh, Carl Jr. once again having to respawn in the start. Maybe driving a bit too risky there. So that will put him at last place. Arel getting through the start this time. So will Maurice89 and Bren. So this map not suiting Carl Jr. as well, so far at least. At start especially causing him some difficulties. We see Maurice89 losing his 2nd place in the loop. Arel will pass him. And at the top it's Bren. See if he can avoid falling down. Okay, this time he will. Then Arel at 2nd, Maurice89 at 3rd, and here's Carl Jr. at 4th place. May go for the shortcut, although I don't know if that's worth it. No, he won't. Takes it safe, catching up a lot to Maurice89 actually. Bren almost landed outside of the road, and Arel with a much better landing. Arel up in the lead here. Great turn though from Bren, and through the uphill, Bren will pass Arel back up to 1st place. With this win, Bren can catch up a lot to Carl Jr., but Arel is still in it. The ending will decide it here. Arel with a lot of low speed, and he will miss the finish. Will take 2nd place though, but that was really scary. Then Maurice89 will take 3rd in front of Carl Jr. So with that win, and since Carl Jr. finished at 4th place, Bren is up in the lead now with 65 points. 1 point in front of Carl Jr. Maurice89 at 50 and Arel at 48. It's still pretty close, as Maurice89 this time will have to respawn twice in the start. Can he get it the 3rd time? No, he can't! 4th time maybe? Yes, this time Maurice89 is true, and Carl Jr. as well, true for once. Up in the lead also, in front of Arel and Bren. Good landing before the loop, which is important. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of time. So now Carl Jr. with the opportunity to take back that 1st place in the score rankings. We'll have to respawn here, so will Brendo and also Arel. And I think Arel might go for the shortcut here. I don't think the others are going to do it. Bren losing a bit of speed. And it looks like Arel is also taking the safe option. And I think Maurice89 will also do it. No point really going for it now, since he likely will still take last place. Looks like Carl Jr. will win this round. And with that, we'll go back up to 1st place. 2 seconds in front of Bren at the moment. Lands safely as well. 135.28. Pretty good time there from Carl Jr. Bren will take 2nd, Arel at 3rd, and here's Maurice89. Finishing at 4th this time. So Carl Jr. up to 74 points, back up in the lead. 3 points in front of Bren. Arel 1 point behind Maurice89 now. As we start the last round of this 3rd map. And another great start for Carl Jr. Also good start for Bren and Maurice89. Arel is at 4th place. Better speed for Bren over the plateau. Good landing as well through the loop. So Bren taking over 1st place, giving Carl Jr. a proper fight in this grand final. I remember in the 2nd Zerator Cup, Carl Jr. dominated. And as I was talking about that, he's passed Bren somehow. Must have had a slow half pipe. Really close though between these two drivers. Back and forth. Continues to exchange first place. Right now Bren is occupying that position. And with this win, he would pass Carl Jr. with 1 point, so he would be in the lead going into the next map! But he makes a fatal mistake here at the end. Not able to get to the next part. And that will allow Carl Jr. instead to extend his lead, moving on to the next map. That could make a huge difference. 135.79 by Carl Jr. Another great time. So with that, Carl Jr. now in the lead with 84 points, Brent with 74, Arel with 58, and Maurice 89 with 57. And moving on to the fourth map, this is Carl Jr.'s map. Uzi Nature Chicane is its name, but could just as well be called Carl Jr.'s map because we played this map 3 times so far in this cup, and every single time Carl Jr. has been outstanding on it, especially through these first stretches where he goes full speed, the only player able to do so, which requires an insane amount of precision, as you can see. So if you can continue where he left off, then I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to reach finalist status here with quite the lead as well. Bren also decent on this track. He got a very fast time at second place, only behind Carl Jr. And see who else we have. We got Arel at 4th, 120.24, and then Maurice 89 with by far the slowest time, 127. And this is not really Maurice 89's map, so I think he will be happy if he is able to secure maybe second place once in a while. As we see Bren finishing off the track. And Carl Jr. could also win it on this map, since we are pretty close to finalist status. And I'm sure that's what his aim is to do here. There is one more map after this before we, I believe, go back to the first map. I'm not sure if he's feeling as confident on that specific map. But this one is definitely his cup of tea, and we are about to start the first round. Let's see if he can pull it off. Bren with... oh no! He's going to crash! We saw the other players in succession there dropping down in speed. Carl Jr. the only one going for that full speed, but that time it didn't pay off, and he's down to last place as a result. Goes for full speed again in the second stretch, and we'll go up to third place and catching up a lot to Maurice 89, who takes it much safer. Bren with a huge lead. I think Carl Jr. can very easily pass Maurice 89, which he will do, but I'm not so sure he can catch up to Bren though, who is also very comfortable on this map. Currently 3 checkpoints in front. Can take it very safe here. But Bren again plays without the HUD on, which may cause him to take a couple of unnecessary risks if he doesn't maybe switch it on occasion. But looks like that's not gonna play a factor in this round. Bren will take this first place, making a small mistake there in the end. A really good time, 118.83. So Bren showing that he is capable to challenge Carl Jr. on this track. So that could maybe be enough for him to win this grand final. But that last round on the previous map could come back to haunt him though, because I think he may have been over 90 points in that case. Yeah, I think so. And if so, he could have reached finalist status in this next round, but instead it's Carl Jr. who will be able to do so if he wins. He's up to 90 points. Bren at 84, Morris 89 and Aurel both with 61 points. Alright, Carl Jr. did crash in that first round. See if he can get through this time. Looking better. And this time he will get through. And as a result, will be ahead here with 5400s. Looking to further extend his lead by going with a lot of speed here as well. So this is looking more as we are used to for Carl Jr. Bren, the only one that is able to somehow or somewhat able to stay close to Carl Jr. but still kind of far behind. Oh, as he will also clip the obstacles. Force the respawn. Morris 89 and Aurel will both pass him. And then Morris 89 gets completely stuck here. But Bren though... Okay, here it comes. So Bren will pass him. And this means that Carl Jr. will go up to championship point by winning this round. And he will get 2 attempts on this map to close it out. 117.07 by Carl Jr. That's a new... No, it's not a new world record, but it's only 300s away from his own world record. Very impressive round. And if he does that again, there's no way anyone can challenge him. Not even Bren. And Bren only getting 4 points as well, which means he cannot reach finalist mode yet. So he needs to defeat Carl Jr. twice on this map. Here we go. Match point number 1 for Carl Jr. Looking to defend his title. And he gets a great start. This could be it for Carl Jr. Bren also with a good start, but he's already behind with that half a second. No, Carl Jr. with a rare mistake, but Bren will not pass him. Bren will not pass him despite Carl Jr. crashing in the second stretch. So this is still looking very promising. Yeah, Bren is nowhere to be seen. Bren has made another mistake. Aurel is in front of him. So it looks like Carl Jr. will take it. No one is close to him in this round. So he is able to take it very safe through these parts. Won't be a super quick time from him, but it will be fast enough. And that's all that matters. So Carl Jr. will defend his title and also take home 500 euro. One more obstacle remaining. See that no one is close to him, and that's gonna be it. One more turn remaining for Carl Jr., our Zerator Cup 3 champion. So congratulations to Carl Jr. Deserved victory here, and I feel like Bren, had he not missed taking that first place in the last round of the previous map, maybe could have defeated Carl Jr. But yeah, it's definitely beneficial for Carl Jr. to have this map played in this grand final, because no one is close to him on it. That's just a simple fact. Alright, so we will of course also decide who will take second, third and fourth. Bren right now with 94 points. First or second will grant him finalist status. This is the last round of this map though, so he won't be able to win it here. But Aurel and Morris89 not really able to challenge Bren on this map. Where I think besides, if it wasn't for Carl Jr., Bren would completely dominate this track. But Carl Jr. is does exist, so Bren will have to settle for second if he can. Goes for the respawn though, so Aurel will pass him. But again, second place will be enough. and then Bren would get plenty of chances to close it out before either Arel or Marius89 becomes finalists as well. Good potch there from both Arel and Bren. Marius89 dead last. May run the risk of not finishing this round again as well. As we see Bren with a much better landing compared to Arel, so of course the more points Bren can deny Arel, the better for him. And looks like he will take this first place, and with that also reach finalist status. 120.58. Arel was actually on a really good pace. That would have been a time under 120. 20 seconds left on the clock. Marius89 will also be able to finish this round, but right now looking to only take 4th place in this grand final. Of course, it's still a big accomplishment to reach this grand final, since we had over 500 players signed up, which is making it, I think, the 2nd biggest Trackmania Cup in history. I believe the infamous Verizon Playlink tournament back in 2006 holds the record with over 1,000 participants. This is definitely one of the biggest ones we've seen in recent memory. As we are now moving on to what will be the final map of this event. It's Easy Whale, which we also saw in the semifinals. So Bren, with finalist status, will have the chance to secure 2nd place behind Carl Jr. And Arel at 77, Marius89 at 68. As Zerator says, the last map is not this one, it's La Rentrée. So we are going to switch to that one soon, I think. And then we'll see the conclusion of this grand final. Alright, so here is the actual final map, and it's another difficult one. It seems like Zerator saved all the difficult maps for the grand final. It's also a very long track, the world record 122.67 by Bren. That does bode well for him, but Arel with the 2nd fastest time, 123.42. And then once again Marius89 with the slowest time, at 23rd place, 126.31. So we have one more warm-up round, and then we'll know the final result of this grand final. That's a perfect landing for Bren. If he can do that in the match, then it's likely going to extend his lead, if he does have a lead. And then the ending can also cause some unpredictable results. So we could see something unexpected happen there. But that's gonna be the end of the last warm-up of the Zerator Cup 3. Who will take 2nd, who will take 3rd, and who will take 4th? Bren with a huge lead right now at 2nd place. He will get maybe 3 or 4 match point attempts before Arel and Marius89 will also become finalists. So here we go. Bren can secure second place, which would be a really good achievement. And yeah, he did challenge Carl Jr. as well for first place. All the way to the end, I would say. So really good stuff here from Bren, but still not over yet. Needs to win another round here to secure second place. He gets the start he wants though. Already in front of both Aurel and Maurice89. Much better speed though from Aurel in that jump, so he will overtake Bren with a few hundreds. Over the platform though, Bren is back up to first place. Let's see about his landing. Looking good, really good landing there from Bren, but also from Aurel. So Aurel is still maybe a problem here for Bren. 2200s between them as we go through the full speed section. See about this part now. Bren going down in speed. Will go for the risky landing and he gets it. Really good landing there from Bren. Aurel does it well too, so he does keep it close here. 5500s between them. If Bren has a bad ending, it is possible that Aurel will take that first place away from him. Here we go. In the drop, Bren with no landing bug. So all that's remaining now is that last couple of ramps. Needs to not get stuck here in the end. Let's see. Bren will make it. 122.97. Less than half a second from his own world record. What a way to end it. So Bren will take second place very deservingly as well. And now all that's remaining is to decide who will take third and also fourth place. Aurel at 83 points, Maurice89 at 72. And it's still very close between them because they usually have taken third or fourth place behind Carl Jr. and Bren. So this could still go either way, though Aurel does have a much faster personal best than Maurice89 on this track. But so far though, very close between them. Aurel only with a lead of 2400s. Ooh, okay, Maurice takes it a bit safe there, lands before the hole, so will Aurel, who is still in front here with 4400s. None of them will of course reach final status yet. I think we may actually see the one more map after this, since they were so far behind. Good landings from both of them, but Aurel will keep that first place though. 2200 is now between them. Maurice89 able to gain a little on his opponent. Can he get a good ending perhaps and steal the win from Aurel? Both players with good landings. Here's the half pipe. Oh, Maurice89 clips the object. And this should now be Aurel's round to win. He gets a bit stuck there, but will stay in front of Maurice89. Pretty good times from both of them, 125 and 126. So with that, Aurel up to 93 points, Maurice89 at 78. Another win for Aurel, and he would become a finalist. Both players avoids getting a slowdown in that landing. Maurice89 right now keeping a small lead. Over the transition. Aurel trying to keep as much speed as possible, and he's done a good job of it. Gonna pass Maurice89. Goes for a risky strat this time, and he seems to have a good line. Yes, great landing there from Aurel. And I think Maurice might have clipped the hole, so he will lose more ground here on Aurel. He's on his way to reach finalist status. 7900s in front of Maurice89. Goes for the safe jump. No problem. Good landing as well, and he keeps the same distance down to Maurice89. And with this win, Aurel would get one match point attempt on this track. If he doesn't take advantage of it though, I believe we are going back to the first map, or maybe we'll see a completely new one. But let's see now if Aurel can secure this round. Looking good. 124.40, really good time. Marius89 not really performing that badly on this map compared to his personal best. 127.62 is not too bad, but Arel still a few seconds ahead, and now Arel will get match point attempt here to take third place. Carl Jr. of course securing first, and then Bren taking second. This is the last round of this map as well. Good start for Marius89. He hasn't given up yet. And that is the right spirit to have as well. It's not that far behind. Could still steal that third place. They will get the same amount of prize money though, as Marius89 will have a bit of a slower landing here. So Arel is now up in the lead. 2300s in front. Will this be the last round of the grand final? Marius with a bit more speed. And he will catch up on Arel. Gaining on him here now. Will be closer in the next checkpoint. A better exit as well at that turn. Hitting the apex well. 1100s between the two players. Marius89 trying to prolong this grand final. Needs a good ending though. Arel is still in front of him. Arel with a much lower half pipe though. Marius89 will pass him here in the end. Can he get a good finish as well? Yes, he will! Marius89 will successfully prolong this grand final. We are moving on to the next map. Let's see now if we'll go back to the first map, or if we will see a new map. I think this was the last map that Zerator mentioned would be played. Yes, we are back to 1 min, so it looks like this one is going to be played. Marius89 asks for easy whale though. He wants to play that one. As they say it's over, I'm not sure if it is actually. I think maybe Zerator finished his cast potentially, but we might as well just play for third place here. There's no reason not to, since there's only 2 more rounds remaining. Yeah, he did stop streaming. Says that Arel took third place, but it's not over though. But I guess the rules are a bit different for this event. And yeah, Zerator says you do have the same cash prize, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. Carl Jr. is our winner for the 2nd edition in a row. Bren will take 2nd, and then Arel will take 3rd place in front of Marius89. That's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. GG.